Okay, so you guys, this weekend we were in Arizona for an event. It was a Scottsdale training. It was freaking phenomenal. Like literally, I feel so fired up. I've signed tons of customers since then. It's just been so amazing. So long story short, what I wanted to do with you guys, is sharing our tips. Okay, something specific that we took from there. It might be some sort of personal development, but an actual tip. And I really want you guys to understand that these are so powerful. There is another one coming up in Nashville, okay, in April, and it will be absolutely amazing. So make sure if you can get to an event, well, that's a lie. Make sure you get to an event, period. They are phenomenal. And I'm super proud, you guys, because you all had people on our team on stage, tons of them. So I'm super proud about that. Okay, so I will just go ahead and start with somebody else so that I'm not talking the whole time. Mikkel, I see your face first. Would you like to go first? Okay. So we're going to share. I did not prepare any of them, FYI, but I assume they probably thought. So we're going to share like something that we've learned and whatever it is. So go ahead, Mikkel.
Okay. Okay, give me a second. Honestly, like, I think there were so many really good tips that people kind of gave. One was, like, I love just like a little thing that I remember was, I can't remember who it was, but they were talking about like, talking about customers and, you know, like you're offering them the prices or whatever. And then what she does, like, especially toward the beginning of the month, is she says, like, so usually we always offer 2 to 3 products anyways. But what she adds at the end of that was like, for, you know, $20 or $30 cheaper, you can use these products and make money at the same time. And I loved how she just like added it on there and like put it in terms of like, it's actually cheaper to do it and make money at the same time. So I'm definitely going to be using that, especially in the beginning of the month for signing distributors. I thought it was really, really good. I think just kind of like something I took away, like just the general idea was just like really connecting with the people that you're talking to, you know, voice message or showing your face or just allowing them to see that like you are like an actual person. I really loved, but the biggest thing was really just like some things that Joel said. Joel said just things that, oh my gosh, like they just rocked me. Like, you know, don't you think that like you are not here by chance? You are not in this business. You are not on this Zoom. You are not in this team. You are not in this by chance. Like it is for a reason. And like, don't you think that if, you know, God has helped, he was talking about, you know, the top 4 specifically, but don't you think if God has helped them be successful, don't you think he would help you? Like, why not you? Don't you think he wants money in the hands of good people? Don't you think he has a work that needs to be done? And that was just like, that got me so much, and that he will help you if you're willing to put in the work. Like, I mean, you're going to hear a lot of tips tonight, you know, a lot of, you know, specific things that you can implement and do, but just do it. Just do it. Like, shut off the feels, shut off the negativity, shut off all the thoughts going in your head and just do it. Like, all of us are going through something. All of us are, you know, tired. We all have sick kids. We're all moms, like whatever, like we're all going through something, but just do it. Like, and that's how the success happens. And so it's more just kind of like a feeling.
And that's really what you get at events too. But I felt like we got both this weekend, you know, like I literally have a big, huge thing of notes. So I'm going to share one thing too, just really quick before the next person goes. So I love this. And I've shared something similar before, but did you guys know that 40% of salespeople never follow up? Okay. This is huge. I think sometimes people, this helps in 2 ways. Number one, it helps in the way of understanding that people are not just going to sign up the first time you talk to them. Well, sometimes they do, but most of the time not. And number 2, it helps you to understand how important this part is. So I hope I wrote this down right. So it was 40% of salespeople never follow up. 80% of salespeople are signed, you know, on the 5th or more contact. Okay. And it was Jocelyn actually. She shared it down the line. So she said, you know, your, I don't know, it was like 10% of the first sale or whatever, 10% of sales are made on the second contact. 15% are made on the, you know, fifth contact or whatever. And it was 80%, you guys, 80% of your business is going to happen after the fifth time you follow up. That's the most important part. 80%. That is huge. That is why I think a lot of people quit, because they don't see it right away. You need to literally follow up. Like, you need to put a tally mark. If that's what you need to see to understand, to be patient, put a tally mark every time you follow up with somebody next to their name. That'll help you so much to really see, oh, I've actually only talked to them twice, right? So you're missing out on 80% of your business if you are not following up with people. And they're going to sign with somebody, right? I really believe like people who are meant to be in the business, they're going to sign up eventually. So if you don't follow up with them, they will sign with somebody else. They will. Okay, so I thought that was super cool too. All right, Stacy, see your face. Hi.
Hey. Okay, so, oh gosh, I took so many notes. I don't know what it was about this event, but it was awesome. I think for me personally, it's what I needed. And I'm so glad I went. I only went for the day. We drove up that morning, Jasmine, Becca, and I, and then we drove back that night. So it was a really long day, but it was so, so worth it. I took so many notes. So if I do a couple, sorry, but it was great. Okay, so let's see. I have all these notes. Hold on, sorry. Okay, so Christy, you actually mentioned it in your live video today a little bit, but sending yourself voice messages, or even just having, it was Jackie Deering, she used the word, or the app, word board, and it's like text replacement, but having everything in there, like if for every single thing, and if it's a voice message, which we learn, and we heard a lot at this event as well, voice messages, they hear your passion, they hear your excitement, they connect to you more. And so just sending yourself voice messages of each product description, of each, I don't know, how to go Ruby, how to make money, like every question that you possibly get, do a voice message of it, send it to yourself, put it in your text replacement, in your word board, for like everything. And it makes everything so much more simpler. So for me, when I am like signing like crazy, I know that I can get overwhelmed with like how many questions I get and like responding with like using my thumbs so much. But when you have these ready and available, it's so quick to talk to so many potentials. And so I love that. That was really awesome. Again, we hear this, a lot of things that I heard it once before, but sometimes it's like the right time you need to hear it. And for me, that was really big. Let's see. Okay. When Jocelyn was talking about feel, felt, found, I did that today on a video, I did that today on a video. And I just talked about how people say they don't have enough time. You know, I felt that same way too, but so I totally understand how you feel. So when somebody comes to you and they have like an objection, or even in a post, I used to feel this way. Then I understand how you feel. I felt that same way, but what I found is that you can do this business, the nooks and crannies of your life. So if somebody says, I'm too busy, you can say, I totally understand how you feel. I felt the exact same way before I started, thinking I was too busy. But what I found is that you only need 2 to 3 hours a day to work your business consistently, and you'll be successful. Feel, felt, found. When you use this, you know, you're being compassionate, you're being empathetic to what they're saying, maybe their reason, but you're letting them know you have the same concerns, and this is your solution to it. You know, you don't have to worry about this, because so that was really, really good. Feel, felt, found. Yes. Okay, I don't want to take everything, because I know there was so much, and there's people on here, I probably already took their stuff. So yeah, if nobody else says this last thing, then I'll come back around. But that's all I'll figure out. It was so good. You guys,
I figured out which one I want to share, the one special one I want to share. And if anyone else shares it, I'm gonna fight you. So just don't do it. It might be the one you're gonna share. But anyways, okay, cool. You guys write these things down, because sometimes when you heard things in like a list, it might go way over your head. But if you can just take one or two of these things and actually apply what we're saying, it'll be a game changer, because every single one of these things came from someone on stage. You don't get put on stage without being awesome and doing very well in this business, right? So really pay attention. Write this down. That app that she was talking about, I had never heard of it before. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But what a time saver, right? Like, we always hear people say, like, I don't have time. We can tell them, like, oh, girl, we got apps with text replacement. Like, you're good. All right, Shandy, are you ready? I just saw your face go away, though. I don't know. Hi.
Hi.
Go ahead.
Am I on?
Yeah, you're
okay,
good.
Okay, so I feel like one of my favorite tips happened to be something that was so simple that I was like, why did I not think of that? Because it was the auto ship situation. So whenever you set your customers up, ask them if they want to do their auto ship on the 1st or the 15th of the month. And I feel like that was such a game changer for me and like an eye opener, because what happens is on the 25th of the month, we're like, oh my gosh, I got to get this much GV. You know, I got 1,500 GV left for the month and I've only got 5 days, you know, and you're stressed out and you're like, oh my gosh, I got to hustle it out. When really, if you set it up for the 1st or the 15th of the month, then you know that you have, you know, 15 more days to get all of that GV in that you need to get in for the end of the month so that you can hit that promotion. So I feel like that was a really big one for me, and I like loved that. And then Stacy got my other one, so she already got my other tip, so she's good. She covered it.
Yeah, you guys. So
that was big too.
So if you're new and you don't know what she's talking about, so like every time you enroll a customer, right? So if I send a customer on the 10th of the month, next month they're going to get their second order on the 10th of the month, right? That's when it's going to go through. What she's saying is make sure that all of your customers' auto ships go through the 1st or the 15th of the month, so that by after that, you already know where you're at on your chart in order to promote. Because what happens a lot of the time, people will have auto ships, or they'll sign up on the 30th of a month or the 27th of the month. So you have to wait until the 25th for all the orders to go through. And then you're like, crap, like I only have X amount of days. I only have 1 week left. But if you could ask your customers, all she simply did, I don't know if you like wrote it down, Shannon. Did you write down what she said to ask them, how to ask them?
Yeah, so she just pretty much said, that she asked her customers, you know, like, hey, I can put this order in for you. What date works best for you to have your auto ship run? Would you like it to be on the 1st of the month or the 15th? And a lot of times it's kind of funny, because it's no different than like paying your bills, you know, like your bills will either come out, if you set it up correctly, it's like the 1st or the 15th. And so I feel like that all just really made sense, because it's like, that gives you that time to get it in, you know?
And I like the way she said it, you guys, because if you guys give somebody a way out, they'll always take a way out. If you make it sound like our orders only go out the 1st or the 15th, they're going to pick one, right? Yeah. Could you imagine if you and everyone on your team did this? By the 15th of the month, promotions would happen. Like, all orders would go through. Promotions could happen. Could you imagine promoting at the 15th? Because then people would be promoting again by the end of the month. How freaking amazing. That was an awesome tip. I was like, okay, girl. Okay. Let me see the next face. Where's the next face? Where's Alejandra's face? I see your face, Alejandra. Hola, chica.
Hey, girlfriend. Okay, so, oh my gosh, so I had a lot of aha moments, and obviously one of the biggest ones, like the most obvious one, was the fact that I was on stage at a second corporate event, almost back to back. So February for a conference, well, January, February, whatever, and now March. So thank you so much. And that was just for me, like, I mean, it wasn't like at the event, but it's just like an aha moment in the fact that like I can do it too, you know, and I see, you know, Christy, she's number 3, you know, and sometimes it's like, like, can I ever do that? Like, you know, or you see other people or your upline on stage and you think like, well, they can do it, but maybe I'm not there yet, you know? And then they're like, hey, you know, you're going to be up there. And you're like, oh my God, like little me, you know? And I was on stage in the middle, like sandwiched between two ambassadors. And I was just like, wow, like that just like kind of just makes it so much more motivating that it's like, you don't have to have a certain title for you to get up there, or an ambassador and presidential, something like that. But anyways, sorry, the chat's like distracting me. Okay. So, I have to stop that. Okay, there we go. Sorry. I was like trying to read it, but just the fact that it's like, if you just work your business hard every single day, that you like recognition will come, you know? It's like, I don't feel like I've ever worked for recognition, but as I've worked, like I've received it, you know? And that's really, really cool. Cause it's just like cherry on top of all the work, you know? So that was obviously a really big one. And then the fact that I was just, I struggled with that, you know, being authentically myself, because like, that's what I was telling, you know, I even said it, like, I see everyone around and they're so cute with their little Gucci's and everything. And, you know, they're also like Instagram worthy pictures. And I'm just like over here wearing my boots, you know? And then it's so funny, as I was talking, I was like, oh my gosh, I really hope that I actually cleaned the bottom of them, you know, that they're not like all dirty, but that's just who I am, you know? And I was just talking about that, like, be authentic and people will, you know, be attracted to you. So, you know, that was really, really cool. And then just seeing like other people who were on stage for the first time as doubles, as diamonds, you know, and just them being up there. It's like anyone can be up there really, you know? So that was one. And then the second one was this, little acronym that they were saying, give me a second. I just pasted it. So it's like form. It's like, you know, when you're really getting to know your people, their family, who they are, their occupation, what they do, you know, what they do for fun and what motivates them. Because it's like, once you really get to know them, kind of going back to those relationships that we talked about, it's like, it's easier for them to sign and it's easier for them to stay with you. And that retention just goes so much further. And then it's like, when you do get them and when you do, you know, have them part of your team, it's like the work never stops. I really like that. All of the top income earners said that. And I'm like even guilty of that myself. Like, you want to almost have like a certain work schedule, but it's like, you kind of in this business work more so that you don't have to work on a schedule. Does that make sense? It's so contradictory, but it's so amazing because you put in the work and you'll get the freedom that you won't get anywhere else. So for example, like the fact that you're trying to sign people and then they finally sign, or your customer asks you how to take a product and you're like, like I'm with my family right now. Like, why is she messaging me? And then it's like, aren't you saying you want customers and distributors? So it's like, you have to be really appreciative, really thankful of everything that comes, and not be like, oh, okay, well, during this time, I can't like work my business. You know, I have what's called non-negotiables, and I do that. Like for dinner, no phone zone. You know what I mean? So it's like, but then I pick it up like afterwards or whatever. But it's just really being able to tie the business into your life and to be authentic with it. Like what Stacy was saying, like, okay, I was there too. You know, I'm just a mom. You're a mom. Like being able to relate to your audience. And then just the fact of that God is in the presence of our community, you know, just hearing people's vulnerabilities, people, you know, who you look up to, and that they're saying that, you know, the heart of this business and what our belief system as a company is. And then the last one, and I'm done. Okay. But it didn't really happen at the event, but it was like the entire weekend. We actually had Cami Pentecost, at our house where we stayed at, and she made a drop in with Margarita Vargas, and that was really, really special. And she prayed over us, and she just, you know, she talked with us, she danced with us, she ate with us, and it just shows you that like they really do care about all of these, like all of the distributors, you know, and that you're not just a number, and that if you are here, you're here for a reason, and you're here with a purpose. And that, you know, if that dream was placed on your heart, go after it, you know, don't give up, work hard, work every day. And the things will come to you. Like I said, the recognition will come, the money will come, the friends will come. And then before you know it, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm a freaking ambassador. And, you know, just living the life that I worked so hard for. Don't expect to see immediate results. It doesn't happen that way. It doesn't happen like that in anything, you know? So don't get so busy trying to see immediate results that you forget that this is not a sprint, it's a marathon, you know? The blessing will come if you just continue to go for it. So that was really cool. The heart of this company, it just reinforces the fact that, we're in really like legit, like the best company ever. So just as long as you don't quit, you'll be up there too.
I love that. And you guys, like part of what she was saying in the beginning, I want to kind of reiterate that. So that reminds me of the question they asked me. Well, all of us, they asked the top 4. They said, realistically, how much do you work? Don't give us the pretty view. Give us the real view. And I said, I'm always working and I'm never working. It's just like what Alejandra said, you guys, like, I don't sit down and work an 8-hour day, but I'm sure overall I work 8 hours, like 20 minutes here when I'm on the treadmill. You know, my kids take a nap. I respond to people while I'm making dinner. I'll pick up my phone and respond to people. You know, if the kids are like outside playing, I'll respond to people. If I'm waiting in car line, I'll talk to people. I'll make a post. Like, I'm never working and I'm always working. And like right now, for example, that was one thing too that some people had said. They're like, well, you're supposed to be like, your family's having dinner right now and you're on a team training. Like you could just do it at a different time, blah, blah, blah. This works. This works for our team. This works for our time. And I'm investing in you guys. And I also understand that it comes back tenfold. Like, hi, oh, naked kid. That's cool. Like I understand. And so does Aaron, like that me skipping Monday night dinners with my family, it's okay. Because we have a bigger goal. The goal is not to have our dinners together. The goal is to have our days together. So it's okay if I can invest one dinner into you guys. That's why I am so hard on you about getting on right now, because it's an investment into your business. It's the same thing with your business. When you start it, you're going to have to give up some things, but you have to see the bigger picture and it's going to be worth it. So it's just like one of the people said, like, choose your hard. Like, what's your hard? Giving up a couple dinners to go to a wrap party or to get together with a potential, or to be at a 9 to 5 for literally the next 6 years. I mean, just literally when I say that out loud, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know about you guys, but okay. Let me go on to the next face that I see. Eliana. Let me, oh, dang it. I don't know why it like moves people around. Oh, there she is. There she is. Hey, girl.
Guys. Oh my gosh, this event was freaking awesome. So amazing. And definitely one of the most special times was when Cammie came over to our house with Margarita and Zach and Bailey. And it was just awesome just welcoming her there. Just because like I've been in other events, I've been in other houses, like, you know, I was about to say growing up, but literally growing up in this business. Because I've been in this business already a little over 6 years. But it's amazing the fact that she's like here at the house where our team was. Like I was like, wow, that's awesome. But yes, her praying over us, her eating literally guac and chips. Like Vidi prepared some awesome, amazing, delicious guacamole. She was just there, and she even tasted a few other things that we can't say, but she probably wouldn't want us to say. Anyways, but it was just amazing that she actually is just trying to, how would I say it, just being there and getting to know the culture, you know, and she loves it. Okay, so that was one of them. And of course, seeing Vidi and Alejandra on stage, that was freaking amazing, you guys. It's so nice. And it goes, I'm actually going to share something that was I heard it from, my goodness, who was it? Can't remember who it was, but let me check. But I was just at the Vegas try too, because it was back to back, you guys, and I can't remember who told me. It was one of the leaders there, or I don't know if it was Maribeth, I can't remember, but either way, you guys. So they basically said, and it kind of goes in tie with the whole stage thing, because Pam apparently told her, oh, it was Maribeth that said, Pam says, you work your way through the front. You work your way to the front of the room. So you're working hard, you work your way up there. And then once you make it to the front of the room, then you have to work your way back so that your team can get to the front and they can lead. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love that. And just watching Vidi and Alejandra on stage, and I'm just like, wow, that's so amazing. And just like so many of the girls already just leading from the front in our team. So that's awesome. And then you guys, one of my, that just really reminded me of that. One of my other moments, and it was not even part of the actual event. It happened to be when I was sitting by myself with Brittany Hayes. She's an Ambassador Diamond. We were at the pool area at the Westin. And she said, which is another thing that Pam told her. Okay, it's crazy. Like Pam just has the best tips ever, right? But anyway, we were just talking about like enrolling people, and she was telling me about her 2.0, how they're just doing amazing, and they just like took off, and they're just incredible people, and they just get it. And they just, like she said, that it's been so much fun and so amazing that she's been building her 2.0. And then I guess she like asked Pam, and this was just kind of an aha moment for me. She asked Pam, like, why is it that her 2.0 just took off running and they're just incredible and they get it, and not so fast like her first, like her first ambassador? And Pam says it's because you attract who you are at the time of your business. So now that she's like Brittany Hayes ambassador, building, her ambassador 2.0, she attracts freaking goal getters just like her because of the time that you're in the business. So for example, if you're beginning in the business, you're going to attract who you are, beginners. As you go in your business, you continue to attract other types of people as you grow your mindset, and it all ties into mindset. And I was like, poof. I was like, oh my gosh, that was the best freaking aha moment ever. And it was not even in the actual event. The event itself was like freaking full of like just tips, amazing, just incredible things. But that I think was one of the things that stuck out to me the most. And I'm like, wow. So if I continue continue to grow my mindset, continue to grow myself and everything, just continue to stay in this business, because they've literally said it's a comp plan attached, it's a self-development program attached to a comp plan, then you're just going to continue to get better and better and better people. And sometimes sometimes even I ask myself, or people will ask me, like, how do you, I literally have been asked this last week, how do you find these type of people? How do I enroll these type of people? One of our girls in our team asked, I'm like, girl, I found these people that are also killing it. They're just newbies that are killing it in Instagram too, just like how we all get people. But like Pam said, you just attract who you are at the time of the business in your journey. Okay, so I hope that kind of spoke to some people. That's really all I wanted to share.
That's amazing, because it makes like a literal sense to me, because I've had people on your team. They're like, girl, how do you attract these runners? And I'm like, I don't know. But what you guys don't see is the 100 other people that didn't run. But it's totally like who you are and how you carry yourself. It's not that you're never going to attract your next ambassador unless you're ambassador. It's that if you carry yourself and have a mindset of an ambassador, you're going to attract your next ambassador. And I love that too, because it's like, you got to put in the time. Like, you're not going to join this business. And people say it all the time. I feel like they say like, oh my gosh, well, this girl just jumped in and she just like booked it. But usually that girl's backstory is that she was already like a business owner. And so number one, her mindset and her network was already that of not a beginner. And so it just makes so much like literal sense. That's amazing. Apparently we were in the wave pool during that time, not the wave pool, the lazy river.
I was going to say that too. I was like, hey, just to let you know, my biggest aha happened when I was there by myself with Brittany Hayes when you left to the pool. So had I missed that.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that you came. So you guys, not everything happens perfectly. Our hot air balloon ride was canceled on Friday, and we changed our lives around that weekend to make this happen. And then it was canceled. And then they were like 5:30 a.m. and Eliana's house is hella far away, and she had all her team there. So she ended up coming, but I was like, 4:30 a.m., wake me up. I don't care. I'm going. So anyways, I love that. But yeah, we spent the day on Saturday just hanging out by the pool just to boost Eliana's mood. I'm just kidding. Anyways, it was great. It's always those times. People like, I had a lot of aha moments from the event itself, but my biggest like feelings that helped me run, it's just like relaxing and talking with people, like having that moment. Okay. Whitney, I think I saw your face. Do you want to share? I didn't tell you that, but do you want to share?
Yeah. So, even though you did still 80%.
Well, where's your Wi-Fi, girl? There.
What?
Go ahead. You gotta talk fast. Your Wi-Fi sucks.
Okay, yeah, it does. You're right. Okay, so for Elsie, I'm gonna go real fast and hopefully it works. So Elsie, when you're talking to Elsie and you have their info and whatever, say, and I'll put it in the chat, but I don't even know who said it, but I was like, that's bomb. I just want to be sure, do you want to try these products, amazing results as a customer, or do you want to try these products and make an amazing income with me as a distributor? I don't know who said that, but it was bomb.
So
did my Wi-Fi work?
Yeah, it did. So that was a really good one. I think Mikhail just shared that, but that reminded me of another good one. So if you can put that in the chat, because they're about to eat your face off.
Yeah, I get it.
Y'all, if one person.
Got one more. Can I share one more?
Yes, please.
Okay. So hopefully again my Wi-Fi will work. But when they said like, can each of you just share one thing when it was the four of you guys, top income earners up at the top,
And you're gone. Knew it.
to get
Come back.
I'll be back.
Come back to
me.
us. We
I'll
lost
be back.
you.
Hold on. I'm gonna go hotspot for a second.
Okay, hotspot real quick, and I'm going to share a little customer tip because y'all blow me up. So apparently Stacy needs to tell us how we can change our LC's orders from eSuite. Don't they have to like log in and give you like permission? I'm trying to unmute you. Sorry.
Okay, got it. Okay. I thought she was asking if she could change our like their actual eSuite auto ship date.
Oh, okay.
But you can if you sign up the little customer, you can log into their. I mean, they can too, but you log into their account and you can approve it for them to change it in eSuite. But I don't do that. I thought she was asking something else.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, you guys, the easiest way is enroll your own customers, which you should be anyways, because you need to enroll them where they need to be placed anyways. You'll have their login information. You have full control over it. All you do is log in and then just literally edit auto ship and then change the date. And then just one more little customer tip. So they just told you how to upsell a customer to a distributor. This should be your number one priority, okay? But this is one thing that I took this weekend from this, and I've done it with a few different people, and it's been awesome. So I go through the loyal customer script all the same. I wait till I have their information, right? I will wait till I have their information because either way that order is going in. And then I'll say, okay, awesome. And then if you would love to jumpstart your weight loss, we have a $36 2-day gentle cleanse. It's absolutely amazing. Do you want to jumpstart your weight loss? And $36 to most people that's like nothing. Like a cleanse for $36, done. They get a shirt at Target for $36. So that's a great way, if you haven't already suggested the cleanse, to suggest whatever products you are and then just simply upsell to it, okay? This is a huge thing. Or up offer or offer up or whatever we're saying. I don't care. We're selling products. They're amazing though, so it's fine. Okay, go ahead, Whitney.
Okay, so the four top income earners were up on stage. Christy's one of them, and they said like, what's one thing that you would say to get a new distributor started? So someone, they went in order. So they said be excited, which is so true. Like, be excited for them. The second you sign them up, like you should be like, I signed a distributor, I'm killing it, and you should feel good, and then bring that energy to them, because I've noticed that every single one that I'm like, girl, I'm so excited, you're going diamond, this is gonna be amazing, they're like, I'm going diamond, this is gonna be amazing, you know? They only know what you tell them, so be excited when you tell them that, and then tell them to decide to go all in. Like, no one signs up to be a 400 box, no one signs up to be scared and never start running. Like, we're all in. You can quit when you're diamond, but you're not going to, because who does that? You know, like, let's go. And then get them face to face. That's something that Christy did when I started. And I feel like that's why I'm here today, is because I was like, this is the real girl. I didn't get scared because I saw her face and like her little baby was with her, you know? So do that. And then the last thing that I loved, because I don't like do this, but it's so true. So I'm like, yeah, of course. I think Marwa said it. She said, tell them, like you're telling to them, you're not here by chance. We both prayed for you to come here. I'll be with you every step of the way, no matter what. Because it's so true. Like, at the end of the day, most people's stories is like, I was praying for it, or I wanted something. And like, we're here saying like, I just want, the next girl that I can help. Like, we're both praying for each other. When they come into your life, like, tell them. And then I feel like that changes like your perspective too. You're not going to let them be a 400 box,
100,000%. Like, that was a huge aha moment too. Cause she was like, I prayed for you and you prayed for this. Like, like you're not going anywhere. I feel like once someone can solidify, like, I'm meant to be here, they will do whatever it takes, Yeah, that was amazing. Was that it?
I mean, no, I got like 12 pages, but yes, that was that was
Okay. Okay. You're so funny. All right. Awesome. Okay, cool. Jessica Bolliard. I asked her like 12 ways to say her name. Anyways. Go ahead. Yeah, ask for you, girl.
Okay, hi. So, I was listening kinda, sorry. I was kinda getting a random tattoo just now.
It better be a triple diamond. No, I'm just kidding. Don't
Well,
get
it says space. It says space. So, I mean,
Same
obviously for
thing.
this business, you can do it anywhere, like in a tattoo parlor. But, obviously my aha moment was like being on stage and knowing that I have the courage and the strength to do things that I never thought I could do. But then, like, the one tip that I really liked the most was somebody said, stop liking stuff. Because I do that. I'll like something, then comment. And I loved that one where they said, don't like for a whole entire month and strictly just comment on posts. So no more likes, no more hearts, no more nothing. Just straight up comment. That's it.
Oh my gosh, that was something I wrote down too. That is huge, you guys, huge, because it makes so much sense. How many of you guys have ever scrolled through your notifications and you're like, blah, 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 and then it's like, comment. You're like, let me see what nice thing they said about me today. So we are going to take a team challenge, okay? Let's take a team challenge for the next, well, it's going to be forever, but for the next, till the end of March, okay? All the way through the end of March. Your goal is to not like anyone's post. Only comment. That's it. Okay? And don't scroll past the post without commenting. No likes. You're not allowed to like anything. Because sometimes I'll be honest, like I'm gonna be lazy right now and I'm gonna interact and I just go and like. I've done that 100 times before. So this is gonna be a very huge challenge to be very like on top of it, okay? Who's down for it? I'm down for it. I'm gonna do it. Go all in. So freaking awesome. Okay, Alejandra, did you want to share something? And then if somebody else wanted to share something, put it in the chat. I'm not gonna let everybody because we'll go till like midnight. But Alejandra said she wanted to say something again. And then I have mine. Well, my 12th one, because it's, that's how it works. There was something else I was just going to say when she was talking to. I don't know. There's just so many good moments. Alejandra, where'd you go? Oh, right there in the corner. Hey, girl. Unmute yourself.
Hey, there we go. Okay. I was like trying to mute me and I was like, dang, Chris,
I don't allow people
on lock.
I don't do that anymore because y'all be getting crazy and I'm not trying to listen to nothing bad.
Right. And I was like, man, okay. But anyways, so you guys, so I think someone said it. I think it was Stacy, how sometimes we hear things often and over again. And you might feel like, oh, they tell me this all the time, whatever. And if that's you, like, I am so sorry. And I'm going to pray for you right now that you have and that you let go of that negative attitude, because that's exactly why, girlfriend, you are not ranking up. Because if you're like, I heard that, I don't need that, and you're over here watching TV or, cleaning your house or whatever, like, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Like, that's why you're not growing in this business, because if you feel that you don't have to learn, then you're going to stay down. That was something that they said. The top 4 income earners, they're always learning. They're always moving. They're always doing something, and they're always showing up to events. And the thing, you guys, is that you guys have to be willing to go to these events as an investment, because yes, you will maybe hear something that you've already heard before, but a little cherry on top, or a little extra sentence that someone else said, or just the fact that you saw, let's say, you never met Christy before, but you just saw her in person and you heard her say the same thing she's been saying every Monday night at 7:00, but you saw her in person, you're like, oh, wow, now that makes sense. It just clicks for you. Or you have an experience, maybe not at the actual event, but maybe at lunch, maybe before walking into the event. Maybe you just happen to cross paths with somebody who shares their story, or you overhear a conversation and your whole freaking business is turned upside down, I mean, like upside, like right side up, I guess, like in a good way. So, And that's what happens at these events. It's like, yes, we went to sleep at 2-3 in the morning, but it was those interactions. It was those, moments of being vulnerable and hearing people's stories and learning about your team, that connection. Like, it's amazing that we can do this through social media, but it's even more amazing that we get these opportunities to be able to go and to collect with all a one mission of a one mindset of wanting to grow and better ourselves. And it's like, if you are constantly complaining about being stuck, you're stuck because you want to be stuck. You have to stay close to the fire. And the fact that the fire is at these places, get there, get to the one that's closest to you. So, that's just something I wanted to say. Like, if you're feeling stuck, you're only stuck because you want to be stuck. There's so much opportunity to get unstuck. And it's like, it all starts with changing your mind, deciding that you have to, that you want to be like, lit, basically.
Lit up.
Yeah, that was it. Thank you.
I love that. So going based on what she said, you guys just all share my aha moments, then we'll go back around to these girls who want to share again. But the first things first is the promotions are in the team page. They're in your eSuite. There is free shipping on orders over $99 till the end of the month. Okay. And then orders over $200, they'll get 10% off. Okay. The next thing is I always like to take 1 to 2 big things that I apply and 1 to 2 things that I can remember to be inspired by. So one of my biggest things was that upsell at the end, that cleanse. Okay, would you like to, I got everything, I'm about to put it in. Did you want to jumpstart your weight loss with our 2-day gentle cleanse? That was a thing to me that I immediately applied. I immediately applied and I immediately saw results. I immediately gained, I don't know how much BV these days. I know everyone's correcting me on the prices. I had the same freaking price for like 5 years. Now I got to remember new prices. Anyways. So like I immediately applied it and I saw results. So I'm like, oh girl, I'm about to do this again. And it's been amazing because all 5 or 6 of my customers that I've signed in the last 24 hours have all been upsold. Literally. So freaking awesome. So take 1 or 2 of these things and really just apply it. Now I had 2 other aha moments. One of mine was seeing new people on our team on stage. Okay. You guys know and love your leaders, right? But those are the people you've seen 6 years ago. And then there was kind of a new wave of them, like a few years ago, Alejandra, Jamie, Savannah. And then there's like a new wave of them right now. And it's so amazing because I got to see that. And like, I just get this like giant smile on my face when I see new people on that stage because I'm like, okay, like it just reminds me that the opportunity is still so alive and I still have my next people coming. Like these girls, they're going to come up together. And then, next year I'm going to have a new wave that's going to be on stage together. And that is something that should show you that could be you. Like that has the opportunity to be you if you are willing to put in the work. These girls didn't do it by accident. These girls worked the freaking butts off, but it was worth it. And we don't have to get the recognition, but it's nice. I never worked for the recognition. If you work for recognition, you'll be disappointed a lot of the times because even if you get 100% of it, you're going to be like, well, why did she get it for that? Right? You can't work for the recognition, but once you start to get it, it's very nice because you're like, thank you. Thank you for noticing me in the work that I do. And you will get a lot of it. And then Alejandra, you need to calm down, girl. You laugh. She's like, I got another thing. Okay. So my one thing that I am going to do, and I thought this was so cool. They were talking about affirmations, belief, everything like that. So what I want you guys to do, this is another challenge besides no liking, only commenting. This is another, and upselling with a cleanse. This is your third challenge, vlog challenge, is I want you guys to pull out your phone, not right now, when we're done, and it's going to be awkward. It's going to be awkward. It's going to feel awkward, but you're going to do it. Pull out your phone and you're going to take a video of yourself and you're going to say, for me, for example, it'd be like, hi, like I'm Christy Christensen and I am double ambassador April 2020. And I freaking did it. I'm like getting chills. It's weird. Like I did it. I made it happen. And I am so excited about it. Like you have to say what your goal is by what date, and you have to do it in the video. Okay. And you guys I don't know if they actually said like how many times you have to watch it or whatever, but you got to watch it, and you got to watch it every single day. I plan on going in a little more detail. I went double ambassador, and I had X amount of diamonds pop, and I, got this paycheck, and it was so freaking amazing. And this is how I felt when it happened. Because for me, if I talk about my feelings, like how I felt when it happened, like it felt so freaking good. That's what like really pushes me. So we're all going to do this, and it's going to be super awkward because you're doing a video of yourself, but it's going to be amazing. And then, another aha moment too. You guys, we talk about this a lot, but it's something too, I think that we forget. You are social media. Like, this is your business. Even if you do stuff offline, you are going to find a lot of the people online to take them offline. Okay. But something that's super important is that every single one of you guys get out of your comfort zone, and you go live and on Facebook, and you go live on your stories, not like live, but like on your stories, do a story. Okay. This is so important. You have to stand out. Period. End of story. This is the reason why. If I see Jen post about TFX, and then I see Vidi, sorry, I don't know why I just read it like that. Vidi do a video about TFX, like, oh my gosh, guys, like this is a freaking metabolism booster, and it's plant-based, it's calorie burn, it's so freaking awesome. Like, you guys should try it. People are going to be like, ooh, that sounds so much better. It sounds less salesy, less spammy, and more exciting. So I want to encourage you guys to do some sort of video type. Okay. So it's either live on your Facebook or live on your stories. This is the challenge. Every day. I know it sounds like a lot, but if you start to do it, I can guarantee you're going to start to sign customers and distributors. And this is what I do, you guys. When I'm like not feeling it, you know what I do? I literally open up my phone and I press the live button on my Facebook. Because I know that if I start talking about the business or talking about why I'm here or where I'm going, I start to get excited. And the second I get off that live, I'm like, I'm freaking hyped. Okay. So I'm going to challenge you guys. Got a lot of challenges. Upsell your cleanse, do your video. Okay. Well, offer the business as well. Cleanse or business, whichever one. You want them on your team, offer the business. And then do this live somehow. Stories or your page. If you're not willing to get out of your comfort zone, God's not going to pay you what you want to be paid. I mean, you got to stand out. There's 220 people on our team call right now, you guys, right now. That's it. There's other people in other businesses. There's other people here. There's other people there. You have to stand out. And I want our team to be the one that stands out from everybody else. There's billions of people in the world. There's plenty to go around. But those plenty are not going to come to you if you don't show them your real face and who you really are through social media, okay? I mean, gosh, the biggest thing is when I see people and I meet them at events, one of the main things that they say to me is like, I just really like you because I feel like you make me feel like I can do it because you're real. Like, you're a real person. And it's not like I'm like opening up on my posts, this and that. They're talking about my videos and my stories. They're talking about when the kids are in the background. They're talking about when I go live. They're talking about all that sort of stuff. So as soon as you guys can do that, that's going to be huge. And then, one last thing. So belief in the business and the product and the loyal customer program is what's going to help you to sign loyal customers and distributors and promote. And I love this. Brittany said this. She said, first you need the belief. You know how you're going to get the belief? Understanding it. She said, you guys, I didn't know this. We are the only company out there that allows a customer to get wholesale distributor price without being a distributor. We really do have the best company. Some of you guys might be saying like, oh, well, somebody doesn't want to commit to 3 months. You need to start saying like, they are so lucky because they don't have to commit to the business and becoming a distributor to get wholesale price. They can just be my loyal customer. That's it. And they get your wholesale price as a distributor, and they didn't even pay to be a distributor. That is a huge thing, you guys. As soon as you start believing in our program and our products and our compensation plan, you will literally soar. Okay. So, Whitney and Eliana said they wanted to share a thing. Let me go to Whitney first, and then Eliana, you can close it out. Got a lot of E's and A's. Oh, Vidi. Vidi. Just kidding, Vidi. Even though I said her name, I don't know why I was wait, Vidi first, go ahead.
Just I want to share something. Yesterday when I shared my story on the stage, it was freaking scary. I thought it's gonna be easy for me because I love the camera, but it was so scary. And if all of you, if you want to be a top leader, that is when you go to be on the stage. So if you're not doing a Facebook Live, you have to start doing now. Because if you don't do a Facebook Live, how can you gonna be a top leader on a stage? So I thought it was gonna be easy, but it was so scary because they have the time, and I didn't respect that. It was so freaking scary, but I did it, and it was my first time, and I know how to change the next time. So that's it. Because one of my girls, she asked me, "It is necessary to go live?" Yes, period. You have to go live because you have to show your personality with the people. They have to know you. They need to know you. They need to know your story. They need to know about your scared, your I don't know how to say scares. Yeah. About your abilities,
yeah.
Everything. You have to show what who are you to people have confidence with you.
I love that you said that too, because someone else said a tip, like, if you guys are scared to go live, you need to understand that if you were perfect going on there as a new distributor, nobody would want to join you because they would think that they needed to be perfect too. And she mentioned that people watch the progression of you grow, and that makes them join you. You get a little bit better each day.
And that was crazy when I heard Eliana right now, because after the event, I have a meeting with my team, and I said the same thing to them. They asked me, where do you got the runners? Where do you got always runners? No. It wasn't like that at the beginning. Right now, I got people who saw my journey like for 2 years, and they are ready to start running with me. That's why.
It's so true. It is so true. And you'll get different people at different times of your business. But I mean, I got runners in the beginning and runners now. So, and a runner is not birthed. A runner is raised. That's the easiest way I can explain it. You're not going to have somebody like, there's going to be 1 in a million that jump in and just go ambassador in 9 months, right? They're going to be like, they're just an anomaly. They don't need you. They maybe were a previous business owner or something like that. That's it. Most of your runners, they're going to be in your business, and you're not going to notice them, or you're going to notice them because you're doing the right thing and training them, but you're not going to know that they're your next diamond. You're not going to know it yet. You're not going to know it until they're there. You have to raise them to be that. You are their mother. That's literally it. You are their mother. You got to teach them how to walk. You got to teach them how to talk. And then one day they leave and they can go build diamonds without you. And it's amazing. Okay, Eliana, I think that's it. Let me unmute you. You got to click the button to let me unmute you.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
You're there. Just kidding. You're good.
I was going to share something really quick, you guys. I think her name was Lauren. I can't remember. But anyway, she shared some good stuff about, like, for example, on Sunday nights, she likes to sit down and create like an album content. So she said, write 7 posts about your story and save that in an album. And then write 7 posts about products, save that in an album. And then she said that she makes albums for everything, for like events, branding, like literally anything, so that she has that already go to. And she just writes, right away can post that and stuff. And then another thing, I know we always talk about this, you guys, we talk about this all the time, but I still feel that, like, even though we talk about it all the time, like, people either don't get it or they make it an excuse to why they can't. So what I mean is getting loud about results, getting loud about results in your team page, in your audience, everywhere. So basically, people will buy from you when they start seeing that you're showing results as well. And yes, we can share before and afters from people all day long, whenever, but at the same time, like, it is such, like, it's been so easy for me to close loyal customers now that I'm like, you want to see my results? Like, let me show you my results. And, or I just literally, my own results closes people now, because they see them taking the coffee, they see them taking my things, my products, and that they now see that result for, like, basically that seals the deal. My result seals the whole entire deal. So set up your auto ship for 2 to 3 products and be consistent about taking them. Be consistent and loud about taking them on social media so that your people see what you're using. Be social with it and create the buzz around it. And I think it's just so important, you guys, because they talked about that, and I know somebody mentioned it already here. Like, people make it an excuse to, like, oh, I can't afford the auto ship, so I can't do this. But then, like, you hear all these stories from all these top earners, like, oh no, I made the auto ship like a mission to how I build my business, because I had to order the product so that I had to sell it, so that I had to get the money to continue running the auto ship, so it's just like, and then the products, you guys, so many people, and it's one of my biggest pet peeves, like, when I hear people that have been in the business for so long, like, oh, I've never tasted that. Like, what do you mean you've never tasted that product? Like, you've had so many months to try it. You just have to, like, switch your auto ship, you guys. You don't have to love all 40 plus of them, but you do have to fall in love with like 2 to 3. And that way you can at least talk about them. And then there are going to be the girls that say, like, well, I don't have any weight to lose. That's okay. You can have the skincare, you can have the hair, skin, and nails, you can have whatever it is you want. It could be nutrition. It could be you just take your reds and your greens and a collagen. It could be whatever, you guys. But being a product of the product is so important. And I think that it's really important to ask yourself, like, how long have you been in the business? And why aren't you working on your result picture? Or how long has it been since you've had a brand new result picture? So I think it would be just amazing to just literally create another challenge because you guys, like, some of you guys need to work on a picture so bad. And even myself, after Christy inspired me with her amazing results, I'm like, okay, I have to work on my pictures. And Stacy made a ton of money with her result pictures. Christy made a ton of money with her result pictures. Like, how many of you guys have freaking made a ton of money with your result pictures? And that's what inspired me to, like, okay, hurry up and get my result picture going, and then just continuing that. But you guys, like, you literally get paid to be healthy. So anyway, that's my little 2 cents in there. I was going to say one more thing, and I can't remember what it was, but
I'll just leave you unmuted.
Go for it.
If you remember. So yeah, that was actually going to be a challenge I put out tonight too. You guys, our goal is to focus on large orders. Okay. We talked about it a lot last year. I haven't talked about it as much this year. This is the goal. If you can sign and keep, meaning take care of, meaning follow up with, let's just say 6 customers at 100 BV. That's 600 BV. By the end of the year, I am not a math person except for with money. So that's 600 BV, okay, times 12 months. That means by the end of the year, you will have a residual BV of 7,200, okay? A diamond is literally 8,000. That's just over 1 year, just you, without anybody else, okay? If we can do that, let's just say you're signing 30 here, 20 here, 30 here, 30 here, 28 here, whatever it is, that accumulation is going to be slow. It's going to be slow with you. It's going to be slow with your team. We need to have 100% belief in these products to understand that your orders should not be one product. Because guess what? I don't just care about you losing weight with the coffee. I also care about you getting, all your veggies from the greens. Like, your goal should be your customers coming in with at least 88 BV. And I say 88 because that's like keto coffee, full 30 days, and chocolate greens. All right. 88 BV or more should be all of our goals. Let's make this challenge. All of our goals should be 88 BV customers or more. And that is also why I wanted to do that video where I want you guys to comment your BV, because I want to give recognition to the people that sign 1 million BV in the month, but I can't track it, okay? So that's the first thing. But second thing is you know how you sign big BV, you get results. You get results because like for me to be able to say like, oh, you need to do this 2-day gentle cleanse to boost your, or, you know, jumpstart your weight loss. It's very easy because I love the cleanse. So when I talk and I'm sharing it in voice message, I share it with conviction. I'm not like, oh, well, would you like to add our cleanse? No, I'm like, girl, you should totally do our 2-day gentle cleanse with it just to jumpstart it. It's only $39. You down? If you can do that in voice message with conviction, I can guarantee you every single person will do it. Every single person. And that is why, oh, another challenge, haha. Every single thing that you say to somebody is in a voice message for the rest of the month. I know. You're like, oh, hell no, girl. You're like, I'm at work. This is what I want you to do. Message yourself with all the scripts that you would need as far as distributor and customer. Label it under it, right? So like you send a voice message like, hey girl, so how much are you going to lose and do you drink coffee? Right under it. Say like, how much? Okay. And then all you have to do is forward that to each person as you need to. Okay. You can do that and you can practice. You can listen to it if you want, but get it right and then do it and do that voice message. And all you have to do is forward it. It's easy. It's really easy. Okay. And the next thing is I want to be the team with the most results photos, most results. Okay. Because people join this business without being a customer because they believe that you believe in the products or they've watched you get results. Because why would somebody be willing to sell something they've never tried before? It's because your belief is strong enough for the product. So they borrow it. People join my team. Maybe that's why I sign a lot of distributors. I don't know. Maybe they join my team because they see my results or they see me talk about the hair, skin, and nails in my skin, or they see me give my kids the greens and immunity, and they are like, oh, well, clearly she loves the products, and because she's doing it, like clearly it works. And then they borrow that belief to become a distributor. So let's try to get the most results photos in March. Okay. So that would mean, I already ran my auto ship for the month. Who ran their auto ship for the month already? So if we all run it, and honestly, most products you'll get results within 2 weeks, if not less. So if we can do that and all submit our pictures by the end of March, if it's something you might not have or it's something you do have, submit our pictures by the end of the month. I'll do a contest. I'll do, I don't know what, some type of giveaway, something for every single person who has the results photo sent in by March 31st. Okay. And then I said by March 31st because then we have to wait for them to get approved. Even if it's declined, I'll enter you. Just make sure it's in good lighting, okay? All right? So that's going to be the goal because I can promise you that will freaking boom your business. That will boom your business. And guess what? It makes you commission qualified and get paid. When I see people trying to run their business without being commission qualified, I'm like, why are you here? You're not commission qualified. Even if you sign someone, you're not going to get paid, okay? So what are our challenges? I need a reminder. Most results photos. Okay. We're going to be the team with the most results photos. So all your results photos submitted by the end of the month, by March 31st. And I'll do a contest for it because I know y'all love stuff. You just want me to give you stuff. Money, product, I don't know, whatever it is. Okay. The next thing is our challenge is for all of our orders to be at least 88 BV or more. Okay. The next one was no likes, only comments. We're not liking and we're not commenting. The next one, we are only, I'm like so hyped right now. I feel like all this stuff, if everyone does this, we're just going to freaking go crazy. The next one was going on a video, whether it's on your stories live or on Facebook Live each day. I know that's a big one. That's a big one. Okay. And then I think there was the last one. Did I forget one? Oh, Shandy knows it. Let me unmute her. What was it?
I had a different tip.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, no, I said the live one. Was that it? Oh, and then I said upsell the cleanse, but that minimum 88 BV. Oh, voice message. Your last one. Your whole business is going to be in voice message. This is going to be like a game changer. If we do this, you guys, I already do all this stuff. I do. Stacy already does all this stuff. Eliana already does, like, all these girls that I'm looking at, like, oh crap, they all do this stuff. Maybe this is the secret. This is the 5 secrets to success. This is going to be amazing. Save it. Alejandra, just put it in there. Tell your team and be like, this is your 5 secrets to success. Go do this with your 5 income producing activities, your 5 secrets to success. And this is going to make us stand out. I want to stand out. And I stand out because I'm like, ooh, I'm going to do a video. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Okay. Anyways. So if you guys want to stay on, you can, because a couple people want to come back around. Shandy, you want to share another thing? And then we'll go to you, Whitney. I didn't forget about you. Go ahead.
Yeah, one more tip. So I feel like one of the tips that I shared on stage is just one that, like, if you are like one of those people that absolutely hate taking photos of yourself, because let's be honest, sometimes we start the business and we do not have confidence in ourselves whatsoever, and we don't even want to take pictures. But here's the thing, you guys, when you get those pictures out there and you take them, you overcome something. Like, every single time you do something that you're uncomfortable with, you're overcoming something, and that's really the way that you should look at it. But one thing that I purchased, I saw somebody's photo recently and I'm like, girl, what did you use to take that photo? That is so good. The lighting is perfect. And she was like, I bought this tripod stand off of Amazon and it's a ring light. And I'm going to show you because I got it right here. I set it up and it's just got like its own little tripod and it's like a bigger ring light and it was only like $29. But here's the thing, you guys, the worst thing is scrolling through somebody's Facebook and seeing like awful pictures, terrible lighting, that are not bright. They don't have, if you don't have the preset, at least the least you can do is have a nice like lighting on your photo. And I feel like this light, I took a picture earlier with my daughter and I like was just reading a book with her and it looked like it was super bright in the room because I had that light. So that's just one investment. I would say that if you can afford to do that, absolutely get that ring light because it also holds your phone for you. And so you can like move it to whatever level you want, set yourself up, take photos of yourself, like acting like you're working on your phone, playing with your kids, like whatever it may be, but do not use Snapchat filters on your photos. Girl, if I see somebody use any more Snapchat filters, I'm gonna be like, no, get out of here. Like, I can't handle the Snapchat filters with butterflies and all the different things. Like, those are not cute, attractive photos, you guys. So you have to make sure that your photos look like they're professional photos. That was it.
No, I love that. It's super important. You guys, this is social media. It doesn't have to be perfect, but the picture should look clean and clear and bright, right? Like, you don't have to look like a supermodel. It just has to look like you know, gave a crap. Okay. Whitney, where did your face go? And we will end with Whitney. Sorry, no more tips, guys.
Okay, this is a good end one, so I feel good about it. So when we go and do our videos tonight, that was another challenge that I don't think you remembered. The video about to yourself. But anyway, when you go do that.
Oh my gosh, we have 6 secrets to success.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Well, that's just a tip, not a secret to success, but it's a me telling you to do
mindset thing. Anyway, so when we do that, sometimes like when I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go to make $10,000. Oh my gosh. So there's that like piece that like just someone else somewhere has said to me enough times where I'm like, well, that's really greedy. I shouldn't want that. But here's the thing, you guys. Joel Dunn said this, and he was like on fire or something. I don't know what happened to him on this last weekend, but he was like killing it. But he said, faith plus hard work equals blessings for you, which always equals blessings for others. Mic drop, you guys. Like, you are going to change your life, but with that, like, you're going to change people's lives in the business. You're going to help your mama out if you want to. Like, you're going to have like endless possibilities of things that you need, like the other people need. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's exactly why we have to put the mask on ourselves before our kids on an airplane. It's literally what it is. Like, you can't, you will end up being the one that needs to be helped if you can't take care of yourself first. You know what I mean? So yeah, that is mic drop. Faith plus work equals blessings. Is that what you said?
Yeah. So I don't know if I wrote it exactly how I said it, but I wrote it how I heard it. So faith plus hard works equals blessings for you, which always equals blessings for others.
I love that, which always equals blessings for others. Yeah, because you guys, what I love it because Stephanie has said like the food stamp lines that they, calm down, I see your face. The food stamp line that they used to stand in, now they are able to give back to that, not food stamps, but they use, you know, the food line that they used to stand in, they are able now to give back to that place. So freaking amazing. Okay, sorry, just kidding. We're ending with Eliana. I can't tell her no.
Sorry, I promise it piggybacks on this. Okay, so I actually was sharing this with my team a couple of days ago and also even last night because this is totally not even part of the event, but it goes in with this. The other day I was listening to basically a Christian radio station, and one of the pastors just came on there and said, and they were talking about a message, and it talked about having faith, you guys, and being obedient, because basically God isn't going to give you everything that you want right when you want it. Because just imagine a life like that where everything you wanted, he just gave it to you like, okay, here you go, here you go, here you go, as easy as that. Then there would not be a testament of faith. All right, there wouldn't be that testimony of faith. And so you just have to be consistent. You have to prove to him that you're loyal, that you're faithful, and that you are obedient to him in the good and in the bad. That way he can continue to bless you. And he does need to bless you. He wants to bless you, matter of fact, because he wants your story and your testimony to be a blessing and a light for others. But if you throw in the towel or if you quit so easily because you just lack faith and you lack faith in yourself and in him, then you're not going to be a testimony of his faith and your obedience to him and for him. So that's actually one of the things that also has been really speaking to me lately as well. And it's so true, you guys, because all of our journeys are completely different. Your blessings could be right around the corner. Your blessings could be next year. Your blessings could be this month. Your blessings could be next week or tomorrow. But it doesn't matter. It should not be about the time frame. It should not ever be about that. It should be about how willingly are you, going to stay consistent and faithful and obedient to our Lord so that he can continue to bless you and that you could be that instrument and that vessel for so many people to be able to be blessed as well with your opportunities. So just continue to be faithful, continue to do the work, continue to be obedient, and you will see the blessings pour into your life and you will see the blessings pour into so many other people's lives. And at the end of the day, you guys, like, it's crazy when you are obedient and when you just don't even have like quitting as part of this journey because you just know God has that promise for you already. Like, you just know it's coming. You don't even question him or why hasn't this happened yet or why hasn't those runners came in yet. You don't ever question because you already know it's for you. God has already promised that for you. So it's like, why even question it? You just continue to partner up with God and you're walking alongside with him and you're going to make it. And I was telling this to Alejandra. I was like, why even think about ambassador when we're going to be like black diamonds? Like, and beyond that, we're still going to continue. Because what about if we go ambassador like this month? Then what comes next? Well, ambassador, 2.0, and then black diamond, and this and that. And it's a continuous process, you guys. We're just not going to be like, okay, here goes, the end of the story. I'm ambassador now, so now I'm just not going to even help people anymore. Like, no, we're going to continue to help and bless so many people around the world, right? So it's like, you guys, it's a continuous journey forever and ever. And I love that God is all over this company, and he's absolutely partnered with every single person in here. When you just walk in faith, you're able to just, my goodness, you're able to see his work just everywhere, and it's such a blessing.
And with that, we're just gonna peace out, guys. I love you all, and we'll see you next week. Like I'm on a game show. Bye.